Today's story is about the Game Boy Advance. The GBA recently turned 21 years old, so we threw a party. Why? Well, because we have no friends. But hey, playing the Game Boy Advance makes you forget about that. Just start the story. June 11th, 2022. The big day. Happy birthday, you old bastard! Man, what a monumental moment for the Game Boy Advance. We're so proud of you. So, when are we leaving to pick up that concealed carrying license? I say we let him adopt a 5-year-old child, like the Switch. Hey, whoa. Don't bring up adoption in front of him. You know we had to adopt him since we lost our original GBAs back in the day. We were pretty irresponsible when we were kids. Yeah. You know what? How about we crack open a couple of cold ones? And since you're of age, GBA, let's all kick back and have a good time. Hope you can handle your alcohol, big fella.
You youngsters get juice.
Yeah, so we threw a 21st birthday party for the Game Boy Advance. So what? You should see the parties people throw for their dog. Look, the Game Boy Advance is a special system to us.
We grew up with siblings, and that meant one thing: sharing our video game consoles. However, the Game Boy Advance was our very first video game system we owned for ourselves when we received our GBAs for our birthday in 2002. Now what's a brand new video game system without opening up a couple games alongside it? We got Game Boy games instead of GBA games. But hey, we didn't care or know any better. New games! Like Pac-Man. Yeah, so like we said, the Game Boy Advance was our first system that we owned. We had to sign a deed and everything, but it sure wasn't the Game Boy's first time on the block. The Game Boy line first showed up back in 1989. It went through a couple of redesigns and revisions throughout the years. 2001 came around and the successor of the Game Boy was released. It was even backwards compatible with Game Boy games, which was a huge plus to the system. Like the original Game Boy, the Advance also saw a couple of upgrades.
But for today's story, we're only going to focus on the GBA because of its big day that happened recently. Go! Hey! Who would have thought the Game Boy Advance is so good at limbo? I don't know, but you should really take some notes, Game Boy Color. You can't even get past the first level, you tall bastard. Yeah, that's it. You're the god at limbo because of your sleek yet chunky design. You've practically had that beer gut your whole life. The GBA's design choice is excellent.
If it was going to be the successor to the incredibly well-received Game Boy, then it's gotta stand out. Boom! Sideways. You gotta love it. It fits so snug in your hands, similar to holding a controller. The button layout is much of a muchness to its predecessor, but hold on. What's this? What are these? L and R buttons? Quick, sound the your pants alarm. Everyone, your pants! The inclusion of L and R buttons are one of the new additions to this portable beast. The other noticeable difference is the longer screen and the startup jingle. Now, if I was a professional baseball player, this would be my walk-up song. The GBA also received a few upgraded specs, which included a CPU of 16.8 MHz, 32-bit ARM 7TDMI with embedded memory, 32KB plus 96KB VRAM, 256KB DRAM.
Has anyone even taken notes?
Everything else is practically the same. Battery light indicator, speaker, volume, scrolly, headphone jack, power switchy, and a port to connect link cables. The GBA requires a couple of AA's to play that last roughly 15 hours. Anyone else have trust issues with the battery cover? You truly haven't experienced playing Game Boy if you haven't accidentally bumped your finger on a battery, thus freezing your game, and then you start to whine and cry like a bitch. We remember one Christmas, we got these rechargeable battery packs. You'd plug them into an outlet and charge the power pack so that you didn't have to go through dozens and dozens of batteries. These big ass cinder blocks were massive and were probably the root cause of our missing battery covers. The GBA has its fair share of other accessories. These little indents do have a purpose that we never knew about for the longest time. If you're allergic to cable wires, then wireless adapter is surely for you. Not a lot of games support the wireless adapter since it was released late into the GBA's lifespan. You can also hook your GBA to the GameCube, allowing for some unique ways to interact with a certain number of GameCube games. We had no idea you could do this when we were kids. Imagine the sheer excitement of trading our Pokémon from Emerald and Sapphire over to Pokémon XD. There's also the e-reader and a handy dandy yet depressing light. Come on, Nintendo! The GBA is such an amazing portable gaming device, yet a major setback is the lack of a backlit screen. You've done it before to the Game Boy Light, released only in Japan 3 years prior to the release of the Advance. It honestly blows our minds how we managed to survive playing with no backlit screen. Back in our days, us Game Boy players acted like cavemen reacting to the creation of fire whenever a lamp was turned on in our homes. We were like moths, Thankfully, the next rendition of the Game Boy cured our lust for light bulbs and lamps by adding a frontlit screen to the first model of the Game Boy Advance SP, the AGS-001, and a backlit screen to the second model, the AGS-101. Honestly, if you own an SP, it's difficult to go back to the Advance because, I'd like to see what games I'm playing.
If you think not being able to see your game that well is frustrating, try playing hide and seek in the dark with your GBA. 8, 9, 10. Ready or not, here I come. SP, DS, Matt.
Oh, come on, DS. You made my hiding spot obvious.
Okay, I give up. I vote that the GBA and Game Boy should be automatic seekers, because honestly, this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. I say we take a break and open some gifts. What's a birthday without opening presents, huh?
I say you open up this one first. It's from your little brother, SP. Go ahead, open her up. Come on, don't be shy. It's a Game Boy. Yeah, what do you mean? It's a Game Boy. You know, it doesn't have hands. Otherwise, he'd open it himself. Well, how do you know it's a boy? Yeah, what do you mean? It's called the Game Boy. But it doesn't have a dick. Hey, would you look at that? It's a lie. Oh, isn't your brother so, sweet? Jesus, he's so full of himself. At least we can play hide and seek fairly. This one is from your Uncle Game Boy. Oh, wow. Your Uncle GB always has great taste, doesn't he? You know, some like him to go old school like this, huh?
The Game Boy Advance pumped out so many games during its lifespan, with over 1,500 titles.
Yeah, but if you think about it, Nintendo was able to deal out so many games because guess how many were re-releases? Crazy.
If we take a look back at the games we played on the Advance, yup, looking like a bunch of ports. Not complaining though, we did play a lot of other games later on our Game Boy SPs. But again, we're only talking about the GBA. Now we're certain you already have this written down in your notes, but not a single original Super Mario game was ever released on the Game Boy Advance. Wait, what was up with that? Seriously, Mario made an appearance on every Nintendo console and handheld. Even on the DS, the successor to the Advance years later. All the GBA got were re-releases and spin-off titles. It was just an odd decision by Nintendo. Our first GBA games were Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Advance 3, and Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2. Hold on, what is going on with these titles? We own all the Advance series, and the titles are just absolutely bizarre. You got Super Mario Advance, a port of the second Super Mario Bros. Game on NES, then Super Mario World, an SNES port except with the Advance title at the end, followed by another Super Nintendo game, Yoshi's Island, which is titled Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island on the SNES cartridge, but it's the prequel to Super Mario World. And the cover of the GBA box says Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Advance 3. And finally, we go back to the NES with the third Super Mario title, and hey, it. Why not just throw the Super Mario Advance title back in the front? How does that sound?
Did anyone even take any notes? Come on.
But hey, what the hell did we know? We were just a bunch of dumb 6-year-olds. Yeah, we had no idea that these games existed on other consoles until much later on in our lives, after we hit puberty. We played the hell out of these two games, mostly Yoshi's Island. For some reason, we were both completely drawn into this beautiful game. We took turns playing while we slowly chipped away each level. There's so many amazing and memorable levels in this game. Each one truly felt like an adventure and captured the essence of exploration. Except the auto-scrolls. Not sure which is worse as a 6-year-old. 15-minute timeout? Or Yoshi's Island auto-scrollers. Both felt like living in purgatory. The music is extremely soothing and expresses a sense of simplicity. Then we'd reach the fort and castle levels, and damn did our determination and curiosity run wild. They all felt so suspenseful and creative as you navigate various themed castles and fortresses. Our favorites were the ones that required you to find and collect keys in order to progress deeper inside the castle. We'd use our imagination and replicate this in real life by drawing out maps, which was inspired by the world layout. The two of us would wander around our house, pretending to look for a key to unlock the door to the boss. Oh, and the bosses in Yoshi's Island are incredible. There's this big thing called Bert, where you have to take off his pants by chucking eggs at him. One boss takes place inside of a frog's stomach. Fighting Raffle on the moon was a tense and an unforgettable experience. This game no doubt shaped up an important piece of our childhood, and will always be a special game to us. Super Mario World is also a game we hold dear to our hearts. It might have been the very first video game the two of us have ever played since our dad owned a Super Nintendo when we were like 2, but that's still a mystery we're trying to solve to this day. The colorful overworld and charming graphics in Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2 are enough to make a couple of kindergartens feel sheer joy. Riding on Yoshi, soaring through the sky, discovering secret switches, castles taught us the importance of trial and error, and Cheese Bridge! There are so many fun memories and hours poured into this cartridge, although we were never able to beat this game until years later.
There's some difficult levels in this game, no doubt, but Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3 is way harder in our opinion.
Another classic Mario game filled with nostalgia. It's a remake of the NES version with a fresh new coat of paint. Multiple gameplay, level design, and graphical changes were added along with cutscenes. We remember spending some quality time in World 1. We sucked, okay? We got to know so much about World 1, stuff you'd never believe. World 1 and us are like brothers. We go way back.
World 7 Fortress is a long story. Let's just say the three of us don't get along that much. Here's a gift from the Switch. Looks like he sent you money. It's a shame you couldn't make it tonight. Yeah, still seems to be upset about the whole, no GB games on the Switch Online drama. Look, GBA, can the two of you just, talk things out? You know what, let's just open the wrapper. Huh, must have forgotten the gift. Well, did he at least write a message? He just sends you his best wishes. Isn't that just the sweetest thing? Steering away from Super Mario ports and heading towards an original GBA release.
Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. This Mario RPG spin-off was released in 2003 and features both Mario Bros as the main characters as they venture together in this wacky adventure while trekking through an unfamiliar land. We received this game for Christmas back in 2003. And we were hooked. The two of us enjoyed taking turns, watching over each other's shoulders, and playing on the go at our older brother's baseball games. The beauty of ignoring the outside world while being glued to your dimly lit Game Boy Advance screen during long car rides. Prime childhood. Driving on top of the clouds and sky guarding, and cautiously dodging puddles of water scattered all over Luigi's circuit. And it makes us wonder, what is the outside world? Nothing shouts introverts more than not wanting to play catch with the friend we ran into while at our brother's baseball game because, hello, we're kinda in the middle of solving the greatest mystery of this generation, which is, how the do we get past this damn bridge? Man, being an incompetent 6-year-old that continuously finds a way to get stuck in just about every video game they play is horrifically embarrassing. How worthless they will be when they grow up. Alright, start sending your children to a 30-minute timeout if they don't know how to beat the Trial of the Sword DLC in Breath of the Wild. If our parents laid out these house rules to us when we were kids, we wouldn't be able to count how many times we would have been grounded for being stuck in Rayman Advance. Getting stuck in Bandland is the reason we develop a fear for instruments, which is why we did not attend band class during school. We piss our pants whenever we hear C#. This part of the original Rayman game is a fantastic platformer, a game we found ourselves playing the moment our eyelids opened in the early mornings, and one that we had trouble navigating because it is fairly difficult at times. But despite that, we love this game and the character himself. Rayman is the type of guy who does his best to smile no matter the situation. He isn't perfect and shows signs of fear, but simply being afraid doesn't stop him from moving forward. He's relatable and goofy, which are characteristics that make you gravitate towards him. Kinda like SpongeBob. Oh, yeah, we actually played this game. Yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. We all grew up playing our fair share of odd games, and this was one of those to us.
You know there's someone out there who grew up playing Coco Platform Jumper, and we just hope you're doing okay. Now, is SpongeBob SquarePants a bad game?
No, it's actually not that bad. We just sucked. Isn't that surprising? Now, we all know before you hit puberty, we all go through the determined to beat SpongeBob SquarePants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman phase. Unfortunately, we never succeeded. It's a shame, we know.
Now, those are the GBA games we played growing up.
Sure, we put our Game Boy games to use as well, but our overall childhood GBA collection lacked variety. Although, that doesn't bother us in the slightest because of the memories we made with these games. The GBA has such a rich library and so many amazing ports, but we still got a slew of original titles and most of Nintendo's franchises made an appearance on this thing. These handful of games that we played on our very first gaming system that we called our own will always be SP to us.
F-Zero GP Legend. Now this is a great gift from your nephew DS. It's just so thoughtful of him to get a franchise that isn't in our GPA collection. Oh man, this is just wonderful. But hey, we saved the best gift for last. This one is from yours truly, us. It just came in the mail yesterday, and oh boy, this game is by far top notch. What the fuck? This isn't Mother 3. This is DK King of Swing. What even the fuck is DK King of Swing? We just ruined your birthday, Game Boy Advance. Man, we're sorry. Great. Now I feel like a party pooper. I don't want to be a party pooper. Wait a second. I got it. What do y'all say we just forget about this accident and have a good time, if you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're 21. Let's get f***ed up. Youngsters, I think it's past someone's bedtime. Who's down for some Mario Party Advance? Yo, Uncle Game Boy's already blacked out! Your Game Boy Advance is alcohol poisoning. We don't understand. We didn't drink that much. Did you two perhaps give your GBA a light? Oh yeah, who's up for some hide and seek in the dark? Yeah, technically his cousin did. Yeah, we weren't responsible for that. Well, she'll be fine. Just gotta give her a fresh change of double A's and she'll be good as new. Wait, our GBA's a lightweight? Wait, our GBA's a girl? We should have just played Donkey Kong King of Swing. Yeah, King of Swing. Yeah, we're the king of party poopers. Well, at least she won't remember that.